You're watching ESPN's Champ Week presented by Principal. Houston fans at the hotel lining up and ready to see their team off as the Cougars, the 1 seed here in Kansas City, led by that man, Kelvin Sampson. And this is the Phillips 66 Big 12 Men's Basketball Championship. Lights are out here at T-Mobile Center as we get ready for more quarterfinal action. The 1 seed Houston taking on the 16 seed Colorado. Yeah, if you're just joining us, where you been? Earlier today, a great one between BYU and Iowa State. Richie Saunders with the put-away shot, knocked down the 3 at a big block and slapped a sticker on the board. BYU advances to the semifinals, and they await the winner of this one still to come. Texas Tech, Baylor, and Arizona and Kansas. Welcome courtside, everybody. John Shambi and Fran Fraschilla. Chris Budden will join us coming up. Houston is ranked 2nd in the country. They're the 1 seed in this tournament. And even though you think defense when you talk about a Cougar team led by Kelvin Sampson, they do a little bit of everything.
Well, they got all the ingredients, John, to go deep in the tournament. There's no question about it. This team has won 24 out of 25. They got 1 loss in overtime since late November. They're playing as well as anybody in the country, and they definitely have the formula to go to the Final Four. Let's take a look. They have experience. Juwan Roberts, I think he played with Hakeem. I'm not sure, but we'll check on that. But obviously the most decorated player in their history. Defense, that's a given when you talk about Kelvin Sampson's team. The numbers speak for themselves. The other thing I like about this team, which makes them really a threat to win it all, is great shooting. The best they've had under Kelvin at Houston. And that's not always true. Depth, we've seen different heroes throughout the season, and they've overcome injuries because of that depth. And then this guy, someday heading to the Hall of Fame, has done just a miraculous rebuilding job at the University of Houston.
Yeah, when you think Kelvin Sampson and Houston, you think defense, but 2 straight regular season championships and the top offensive rebounding team in the league, and they have the fewest turnovers per game in the league. Meanwhile, for Colorado, they've come to Kansas City, and they've won a couple of games. For more on that, here's Chris Budden.
Yeah, but it's been a pretty incredible trip here to Kansas City, considering in the regular season they won just 3 conference games. They've now won back-to-back. Head coach Tad Doyle told me yesterday he's just incredibly proud of the fight in this team, considering a disappointing season.
I'm proud of these guys sticking together and just their resiliency. That's the one thing I've learned in 30 years of coaching is kids are so much more resilient than adults, and this is a resilient group.
And guys, the thing about this team has just been, it's been different players at different nights that have stepped up. And for Tad Boyle, in all his years of coaching, to still be able to sit here and see things he's never witnessed before, it's been pretty cool.
Yeah, the former Kansas Jayhawk. He's familiar around these parts. And obviously hoping to pull off what would be a monster upset